How's everybody doing? We have the more serious people here as who want to listen to the government talk, huh? I'll try to be relevant and interesting. First of all, quickly about Invest Hong Kong FinTech team. We're part of the government. We work closely with financial services team, and we work closely with regulators, other parts of the government. In short, if your company is good, you work in Web3, FinTech, come talk to us. We'll help you do industry liaison. We'll help you talk to the regulators. We'll help you navigate through the system of Hong Kong regulatory and business environment. In fact, since I joined, I see a lot of companies from mainland, a lot of companies from all over the globe. You know, adult style, Web3 native style. Everybody come to us and learn something about Hong Kong government works, especially in expanding the tech frontier. Today, the purpose of me being here today is instead of doing a buzzword word salad or adding to the already chaotic narratives, I want to break down Hong Kong Web3 opportunities into 3 buckets, so to facilitate everybody's discussion, so that we have the right definition to navigate through when you see development in legal framework, when you see development in the market landscape, we see where we fit in as a company, as a business, and how does that fit into the big picture of so-called RWA or tokenization or Web3 leading traditional finance industry. All right, busy slides. Now, I want to break down the, three opportunities or 3 stories. Why is that? SFC has clearly laid out a definition for virtual assets being, for lack of a simpler term, coins, virtual, anything happens crypto native, starting from Bitcoin, ETH, all the other virtual assets, that's most often crypto native. And around that, we have a industry that surrounded exchange where we have more than 20 virtual asset exchange applying for license at the moment in Hong Kong. My point is, being a licensed onshore exchange has a lot of, relatively have more limitations, has more people looking at you on your shoulder. And exchanges come to Hong Kong getting licensed for a much, much bigger opportunity. In my personal opinion, it will be tokenization, it will be a lot of value-added services, and hopefully in future a broader step into traditional finance. Here I want to highlight a few opportunities in the virtual assets arena. Number 1 being custodian. Custodian, everybody was complaining that custodian regulation framework is not complete. My point is, it is the right time for businesses to step in and get ready for the future business need, because the Hong Kong do call for institution-level custodian as the VATP become bigger, and they ask for independent custodian in the future. Another thing I think is highly interesting is, for example, virtual assets-backed lending. Me personally, I'm using a virtual assets credit card, which is not targeted towards Hong Kong people, right? But in Hong Kong, I don't see the offering as much. I know in Singapore they have virtual asset lending for institutional clients. I'm not sure Hong Kong has that. That is a void that Hong Kong business could potentially step in. And in general, just a lot of periphery value-added services. In traditional finance, we call it hand-holding, or rather education, because, for example, if incremental capital, incremental interest want to look at virtual assets in any sense, they need hand-holding, they need a long-term education, because the crypto-native crowd excites the world with the technological leadership, and that I believe would sustain increasing determination and increasing curiosity from the traditional, money pockets in general. And hand-holding services, general wealth service, a broker marketing for non-security virtual assets stands a very big opportunity. I don't see a lot of good players coming out at the moment. I'll share with you a joke. There's an acquaintance of mine who I know for since the early years, where we both go to 2049, and then at that point the EOS, when Ripple was the most popular topic. You know that was early, and then that person was asking me, in China they have this on video streaming, and they have 股评, like a stock commentators, pretty girls wearing nice clothes and commenting on stock and driving attention onto a specific exchange. Would that be interesting in Hong Kong for virtual assets? I was like, it sounds like that fit into the service and hand-holding. I don't know if that model will work, but my point being, around virtual assets trading platform, there's a lot of value-added services that nobody touched. A lot of systematic support virtual asset trading platform could get. But virtual asset trading, VATP, is not only about virtual assets, which leads me to the next very important point. Asset tokenization. That's split into two parts. Digital assets. Okay, first of all, virtual assets is different from digital assets. That is the definition SFC set out clearly. Tokenized securities include, here I put in traditional securities being tokenized. That, in my personal opinion, it's a huge one of the bigger opportunities in actual tokenization. Me being a previous banker, and I traded the majority of traditional products. I was on the structuring side. I was on the distribution side as well. My opinion is fixed income style, different type, different style, different tranche of fixed income product assets could be the next leg of big opportunity in tokenization. On the other side, fee business could as well be opportunity in the tokenization. I don't think Web3 native people necessarily are sensitive to the realization of these. And that's why our team was heavily engaged with traditional bankers. Actually, there are a legacy classic bond issuance banker who are fairly modest and asking me, I don't know anything about tokenization. Do you think that's a new way for issuance? I said, absolutely. Fixed income-wise, even project financing-wise, innovative way of financing is what tokenization was meant for, right? Although you have to be careful with asset-style tokenization because there's a Section 19. You shouldn't be competing with Hong Kong X. So that's why I said fixed income was the obvious answer to that. By the way, just a disclaimer, this deck is just my team's internal study notes for your consideration, but always, go back to regulator. This is not reviewed by any regulator, just for discussion for reference purpose. All right, so now we move on to, we covered the tokenized securities. Now we move on to the real RWA, which is non-security assets being tokenized. That is more a blue sky, open-ended question. People talk about DPIM, people talk about tokenized, gold, tokenized Bitcoin miner assets, tokenized, open-ended everything that's not security. I want to set this apart from securities because when securities get traded on VATP, it needs to be in a fund format at the moment, right? At this moment, I think in the Web3 context, tokenized securities is completely underrated, and we need the traditional bankers come in and contribute to the business volume of these. All right, that was a quick run through of of the 3 segments of things that I wish to organize our thoughts around. Now, my main point here is when all the protocols claim to be big bang ready, all the protocols say we're the next, you know, we're the solution that solves the real world problem. We don't see a lot of crypto native either protocols or projects, interoperabilities come to Hong Kong and do the real adult talk to big institutions. We see some, but we don't. We need a lot more. We need a lot more penetration, for lack of a better word. And our team, fintech team, we do facilitate communication as you need for you to expand your business, talk to world-class large institutions where Hong Kong is not lack of, has not lacked. Hong Kong is the center of financial big institutions. Just think about, you come to Hong Kong, you talk to all the big banks, all the big insurance companies, Hong Kong MA, you talk to everybody and check if your solution will be big bank ready. That's the real test. That's the real money. And in the context of this particular event, and with the next upcoming guest, professional services such as audit, contract audit, traditional audit, new risk audit, as well as legal and cybersecurity services would all come after we have the volume of tokenization coming up. So I wish everybody to stop talking, you know, general terms, RWA. We need to, be real and come back to business. What is the real volume as we take off in capital market? Where's your client? Where's the return profile they look for? And what assets could we wrap to entertain those needs? Once you have a good solution, once you have your client lined up, you have tech ready, you're ready to put on the suits and talk to big institutions, come to us. We'll help you set up the meetings, and hope everybody do very good business going forward. Thank you very much. Build your consensus between the old and new. I hope you come to Hong Kong and expand your business, build your consensus. Thank you very much.